All right, so let's talk about how to build or how to incorporate VO2 max workouts into cross country training. Now, this could start late season or late summer into cross country season. It could start beginning in cross country towards the end. It's up to you as a coach to decide how you want to build it into the other stuff that you do, which is short runs. You got your long runs, your medium runs, your progression runs, tempos, threshold, all this type of stuff. How you build your training out, okay, is also a part of what and how well you're going to run and your athletes that you're coaching are going to run, and how to build it around your races as well. Help dictate that as well. So, but I want to talk about VO2 max today. Okay. By the way, if you're a coach or an athlete, you're not subscribed to this channel. Got 400 plus videos for you, fully detailed. You have full access to me, blackbeltrunningcoach@gmail.com, to discuss any video you want on this channel. Please come along for the ride and subscribe. We're shooting for 3,000 subs by the end of the summer, looking to try to get past 5,000 by the end of the year. So your help's greatly appreciated, and I thank you. It means a lot. Now, let's get to this. Now, VO2 max training. Again, this helps. Okay, this is considered interval training. So recoveries and the paces are a little bit different. We'll get to that. So let's go through some workouts. 800-meter reps. Okay, here in this instance, and people training for 5K to 6K. Okay, they're gonna do a lot of stuff 5K, 6K pace. People train for 8K and 10K in college. Gonna do a lot of stuff at 8K and 10K pace, stuff like that. But VO2 max, as it relates to this, can be shorter reps or at a slightly faster pace. Some of them, or a progression from 5K pace down to 3K pace. So let's get to that too. So here, the workout, you're building towards 5 to 6 times an 800. Okay, I'm looking down, so I want to make sure I get my notes right. At 3K pace / 2 mile pace. Okay, that's the goal. 2 to 2.5 minute recovery after each rep. Okay, and even if you're running 800s at 3 minutes or whatever. Okay, the goal is 2 to 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of recovery. So if you can only handle 3 minutes right now, you handle 3 minutes. Check yourself, see how well you recover. Okay, because essentially an equal work bout. Okay, see how well you recover, and then you cut the rest at some point. But I want to make sure you get to the volume. The goal is 5 to 6 times an 800 at VO2 max pace, so 3K to 2 mile pace. Next up, we're going to bump it up to thousands. 1K, the goal is building towards 5 to 6 times 1,000 meter effort. But now you progress from 5K pace down to 3K pace. A little bit longer reps, you start to progress a little bit further. It's very hard to do 6 times a K at 3K pace. So, but here, it's a one-to-one ratio. So if you're running your 1Ks at 3 minutes, you rest for 3 minutes. You run them in 4 minutes, you rest for 4. You run them in 5, you rest for 5. That keeps it VO2 max, okay? And you're building towards 5 to 6 of these over time. If you might not be able to handle this now, you might have some folks that can and some folks that can't. But this is also why we have other workouts. Some folks might be able to handle 800s instead of Ks over 1200s. That's where coaching with the eye comes into play. It's just important, or even more important, than coaching with the stopwatch, as well as taking notes and journaling stuff. So you could write down and say, okay, she did this, he did this. Let's how we progress from here. So the goal is 5 to 6 of these, equal bout recovery at VO2 max pace. Again, 5K down to 3K pace. Bump it up to 1200s now. Okay. The goal is 4 to 5 of these. Same volume as the 1K reps. Okay. With similar recovery, rest 3 to 4 minute recovery. Okay. Sometimes folks might need to go a little bit further. But if you can get to the point where you're resting 3 to 4 minutes after each rep, then you're in good shape. The goal is 4 to 5 of these at 5K pace down to 3K pace. Okay. Now bump it up to mile repeats. The goal, 3 to 4 times a mile repeat. Okay, remember, not every race has to be race distance, not even workout, I mean. So you may have shorter workouts. Not everything needs to be 10K volume, 8K volume, and whatever else. These complement some of the other things like longer tempo runs, threshold, and everything else. So not every workout's going to be the distance or race distance. So now, mile repeats. The goal is 3 to 4 of them, right? In some cases, 5 for more fit and experience in older runners. But again, the goal is rest period 3:30 to 4 minutes if you can, progressing from 5K pace down to 3K pace. Okay, and obviously, you're lengthening these workouts, you're spending more time in the VO2 max zone. So it's up to you to figure who can handle this, who can handle that, when can we increase volume at the same time, or when can we increase volume on this person, that person, and whatever else. So now, by the way, 600-meter efforts, for those that can't handle 800s, because some folks might not be able, even the younger kids, you can do 600s, okay? Go towards 8 to 10 of those with a 2-minute recovery, okay? And remember, when I say equal rest bout, okay, that doesn't mean if you run 1,000, you rest 1,000. If you run whatever the time, how long it takes you to run the rep is how long you rest for. Okay, so let's be clear about that. So now you did your 800s, your 600s, K, 12s, mile repeats. Let's do something shorter. Okay, 200-meter efforts at VO2 max, which is still 3K pace, 2 mile pace, maybe going a little bit faster towards the end. You're building towards 20 to 30 of these consecutively. So it's quick hit, quick hit, quick hit. But some folks need the shorter stuff as well. It also depends on how often you're racing, how often you're training, if you're in a high intensity phase, what's most appropriate, what's going to help you recover, and when to do these workouts is the other key too. So this one, you're building towards 20 to 30 times to 200 at VO2 max pace. The goal is to rest. And let's just say you do this workout twice. The first time you do it, you rest 45 seconds after each rep. Next time you do it, you rest 30 seconds after each rep. It's short, but it's intense. It's also doable. So again, 20 to 30 of these. Okay, and some folks build 30 to 40 of these, and those are the more experienced, older, and more fitter folks as well. That's where, again, the coach's decision on how much they should do. But if you get to the point where you do 20 or 30 of these at VO2 max pace again with those short recoveries, it's good rhythm work. And again, at 3K pace to slightly faster, you work down towards as close to mile pace as you possibly can. And that serves as a good VO2 max workout for longer races. So there you go. You got 200-meter reps, you got sixes, you got 800s, you got 1Ks, 1200s, and mile repeats. All of VO2 max. Remember, the rest periods are important. It's an interval considered workout, so the rest periods are absolutely critical. And the volume and when you do them. I'm here to talk about it if you want. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the content. Have a great week and a great summer. Talk to you next time.